the bracha that is to be recited over tortilla wraps or tacos. So tortilla wraps and tacos have become very prevalent amongst Jewish homes, despite there being a Mexican or South American dish. And the question is asked as, what bracha is to be recited? The tortilla wrap is wrapped around a thick layer of vegetables, of meat, chicken, variety of foods. Does one say a blessing on the inner filling, which is the majority of the sandwich? Is a blessing recited over the wrap? Is a blessing recited over both? So the halacha is as follows. We will first relate to the actual wrap. Tortilla wraps are made of various ingredients. You have certain tortilla wraps that are made of corn flour, and they do not contain any of the 5 flours of the grains. In such a case, the bracha of this wrap is shahakal, when eaten plain. If the tortilla wrap is made of wheat, or contains any of the 5 grains, then its bracha is either mezainis or hamaitzi. What does this depend on? It depends on how the tortilla was made. If the tortilla is very thin, as a typical tortilla is made, or if it's kneaded with a large amount of oil, egg, or other ingredients besides water, then it has a din of pas haba b'kisnin and is mezainis. Practically, a typical tortilla would fall under this category, hence be mezainis, as they do contain wheat flour in many times, and even when they do, they are kneaded with oil, egg, and other ingredients, which would make them be mezainis. So what bracha is recited when the tortilla is eaten as a wrap around chicken, vegetables, as a typical taco? So if the tortilla is made of just corn flour and is there for shahakal, as we stated, then when the tortilla is eaten with the filling, one should say a bracha only on the filling and not on the tortilla. And the reason is because the filling is the main intent of the food. It is the main food of the wrap. If the tortilla is made with wheat flour, in which case, as we said, it would be mezainis in most cases, then if this wrap is wrapped with a thick filling, as is usually done, then one would need to recite 2 brachas. He would first recite a bracha on the mezainis, and then recite a bracha on the filling. The reason why in such a case that the filling is not exempt with the mezainis is because the din that a mezainis always exempts what's eaten with it is only when the item that's eaten with it is a small amount and his bottle is nullified to the mezainis. But in a case that they are each dignified foods in and of themselves, and one is eating a large amount, then in such a case we don't say that the mezainis is the ikr, is the main food, and exempts the filling. Although from Seder Birchas Hanen in chapter 3, Halacha 7, it can be viewed otherwise, that one always should say the bracha of mezainis. In truth, that's talking about a case where the item was baked together. And over here, since the item was not baked together, but rather after it is baked, we wrap the filling inside of the tortilla. Therefore, it would have the halacha, as that we stated before, that we'll need to say a bracha both on the mezainis tortilla as well as on the filling.